Bonjour tout le monde. Today we're going to talk about la place des adjectifs en français, French adjective placement. This is a little bit more confusing than you might think because, in English we're so used to putting the adjective before the noun, we don't really think about it. But in French, most adjectives actually go after the noun. So you got to break your English speaking habits. So, we would say, I have a nice friend. Well, actually, in French, this is incorrect. J'ai une sympathique amie is not correct. You have to say, j'ai une amie sympathique. Similarly, if you wanted to say Ebenezer Scrooge is a rich man, you have to say Ebenezer Scrooge est un homme riche. So make sure to have a look at that, and don't forget that sometimes other cultures conceptualize things differently, and this is a very important habit that you're going to have to break. However, there are a couple of French adjectives that go before the noun, like we would expect in English. So, j'ai une bonne amie is actually correct in this example. Ebenezer Scrooge est un mauvais homme, that actually is correct. How do we know which adjectives are like this? Well, there's actually not a very distinctive pattern to it. There are a couple of mnemonic devices that you can use to try and help remember, because it's relatively few compared to the adjectives that go before or that go after the noun. This is the most common. There's only a handful that go before. So the best way of remembering it is to use a couple of mnemonic devices. So I'm going to give you two. First one is this acronym, BAGS. BAGS stands for beauty, age, goodness, and size. These are the categories into which adjectives that go before the noun often fit. So beauty, for example, jolie, pretty, age, jeune, young, goodness, bon, mauvais, good, bad, size, petit, grand, small, large. So that's helpful. This is pretty easy to remember. The problem is this is not a universal rule. A lot of adjectives that go before the noun fit into these categories, but not all adjectives that fit into these categories go before the noun. So moche, ugly, fits into the beauty category, but it goes after the noun, just like most other French nouns. So actually, here's another mnemonic device. This is a little rhyme. And actually, this rhyme contains 90% of the adjectives in French that go before the noun. There's really only a handful. So let me just go through the lines one by one here. So petit, grand, gros. You already know petit, small, grand. Gros fits into the same category of size, that means fat. Vilain, joli, beau. Joli, you should know, pretty, beau, beautiful. Vilain, same category. This means hideous. Autre, also you should know. Long, pretty easy to figure out what that means. Mauvais, bon, bad, good. Vieux, jeune, nouveau. You probably already know jeune, young, nouveau, new, vieux, old. So, altogether, petit, grand, gros, vilain, joli, beau, autre, long, mauvais, bon, vieux, jeune, nouveau. Petit, grand, gros, vilain, joli, beau, autre, long, mauvais, bon, vieux, jeune, nouveau. So this one's harder to remember, but in the end it's probably going to be more helpful because it contains almost all of the adjectives that you're going to need to know for the rest of your French-speaking career that go before the noun instead of after. So that's the basics of French adjective placement. Au revoir tout le monde, bonne journée.